Oh, okay, so I love RWBY. Holy shit, I freaking adore this show so much. So that's why I'm drawing fan art. Yay! This is going to be a picture for the newest chapter of Vol.5. I believe it was chapter 11, which ended in a huge ball of bullshit. Sorry for cursing and stuff. I guess you gotta get used to that on my channel. I mean, I was never really careful with that. Well, it ended with Weiss being freaking stabbed, and poor RWBY just knocked out, and yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried a bit. Gonna watch the new episode today, and I'm super hyped. And I'm saying today because it's 5 a.m. and I kinda stayed awake. Stayed open? What? Stayed awake for too long. So yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, the sketch I already did. I made this picture is going to be huge. It doesn't look like much now, but whoa, this is whoa. I had to made every sketch new and more detailed because my original sketches weren't enough. I couldn't work with that, so I had to redo a bunch of stuff, especially Yang's face, because I just wasn't satisfied. I'm still not quite alright. I think her eyes are too wide apart, but I'm not sure about that, so I'm not gonna complain. In the end, it'll look, in my opinion, pretty good. I think I love how Yang's hair will turn out in the end. That hasn't happened yet, so I'm not gonna spoil anything. Yeah, this drawing was, because of that, kind of a pain in the ass. I had to redo a lot of stuff. I had to change a lot of stuff, and the whole sketch drawings again took a lot of time. In the end, I spent like 10.5 hours on this piece, but it's worth it. I mean, I'm not 100% satisfied with it. Like, there are some minor things I wish I could have done better, but on the other hand, I don't know yet how to do them better. So I think this is the best I could have done at my momentarily point of art. Words not working from mouth. But yeah, so I'm drawing Yang. I used a shit ton of different layers for the line work because I wanted to make Yang's going to be the focus of the picture. Later we're gonna see RWBY and Weiss laying on the floor behind them because they're both knocked out, but Weiss is a little bit more bloody because, well, she got fucking stabbed. And then in the background behind that, we're gonna see we're gonna see QROW and Raven fighting. So it's mostly the whole family together, except Yang, and well, Weiss is there too, but well, she can't really leave right now because she's stabbed. Have I already mentioned that? I hope so. So yeah. I have never drawn anyone laying, like, really, like, this was a pain in the ass, so that this sketch worked out is a miracle. So, well, RWBY, the show, I love it to bits. Yang is my favorite character because, like, she has the whole confident thing going on with like, yeah, I know who I am, what I'm capable of, and I'm gonna kick your fucking ass if you look at anyone who's dear to me wrong. And I love that about characters. I love her kinda big sister-ish and motherly thinking about RWBY. Like, she's always there for her, she's caring, she's so strong, and I just admire her to bits. To bits is my new favorite thing to say, I believe. Yeah, she's my favorite character. I love the whole, that'll sound super wrong, but don't misunderstand me. I love the whole PTSD arc she had. Well, she still has. I mean, her hands all the time shaking and stuff, and Ooh, I like this. Like character growth and stuff. And I love the whole deal with her mother. I love how she had to take care of Ruby. I just love her. Yang is probably my favorite. I can't really decide between a second favorite because I really like almost all the characters of RWBY. Of the Team RWBY itself, I like Ruby and Weiss and Blake at least. But it's not like I hate her. I've seen in the fandom some people really, really hate her, but it's not like that. It's just like I like the others more. So I love the Ice Queen. I love Ruby Rose. Yeah, and of the others, oh, I love Tai Yang. I mean, he had way too, not enough screen time. I really liked him. He's like the dad of Ruby and Yang, like the girl and... Well, maybe I should explain what RWBY even is before I start fangirling. I mean, maybe some people click on this video because art, other reasons, and they don't even know what RWBY is, so maybe I should start off with that. RWBY is a show about well, there are girls and they have weapons, and everything is a gun except Jean's weapon, because Jean is another character, not on this picture. He's blonde and he's a boy. Jean Arc. He's blonde and a boy, and his weapon is not a gun. That's basically all you need to know. But yeah, there are a bunch of characters. Most of them are color themed. Like we have Weiss Schnee, which is a German, which are two German words. Like Weiss is the word for white, and Schnee is Schnee, snow. Sorry, German brain kicked in when I tried to speak German. So yeah, native German, by the way, if you didn't know already. So now you know. Oh, yeah, and that's the thing. And many, well, almost all of the main characters are color themed, except, well, I think QROW and Raven aren't, and Summer, and well, all the adults are not so much color themed with their names, but like all the main characters and the kids are. So yeah. And in the first 3 volumes they attend a school, Beacon, and they just do school stuff. They train, and there's their teammate Blake, who turns out to be a faunus, which is like a humanoid being with animal traits, and she's like a cat. So for all the furries out there, check out RWBY. Just kidding. Not really. You haven't seen the drawings of her mom. I've seen. Oh my lord. But yeah, so there's a racism thing going on with the normal people, or at least some of them being against faunus or being racist towards faunus, so the animal humans. Then there's also a huge plot going on with they're gonna do stuff. The villains are meh. I mean, I don't know how to explain this show. I mean, I love it, but I'm also gonna say it has a lot of flaws. And I can't help but still like it a lot. Some of the flaws are sometimes the pacing seems really off, at least in my opinion. But I don't want to talk about the flaws. Why did I even start this? Roman Torchwick was one of the villains at the start. I think it's the very first villain. I can't freaking talk. Why can't I never talk when I record this stuff? He's one of the very first villains you'll ever meet, and he's stealing dust. Dust is like not magic, totally not magic. It's just dust, which can do stuff that seems kind of magic, like explode stuff or create ice or manipulate time, but it's not magic. Because magic is a whole other thing. And well, the first 3 volumes, not seasons, because they call it volumes for some reason. I don't really know why. And they go to the school, and after that shit happens, and the villains are kinda successful, and they do shit, and not so good shit, and people die, and my hearts get broken, and this show is not nice to red hair, so if you're ginger, stay away. I'm just kidding. But seriously, 3 out of 4 redheads in this show are currently dead, so that's a thing. And yeah. I love this show. I love Yang. Oh yeah, the hair is finally done. See? Well, it's not quite finished. I think I changed some minor stuff later. But I think it turned out really great. I love it. I mean, it seems kinda not detailed if you look at this far distance stuff. But if you zoom in, then you see stuff. I spent an hour drawing this, so please give me some appreciation. It's the thing I'm most proud of in this whole drawing, so that's a thing. Be nice to me. And yeah. Also, this show has an amazing soundtrack. Seriously, I love basically every freaking song. Well, Blake songs not so much, but other than that, I love every freaking song. Weiss's songs are great. Yang songs are still my favorite. I love Armed and Ready. I love Ignite, even though we just have the part of from a new trailer for Volume 5. So, I love I Burn. I think that was the first song I knew all the lyrics to. In the background, I at least at the start, I was probably putting, I haven't put the music in yet, I was putting in Red Like Roses 1 and 2, which are RWBY's themes, and I love them so much. Both. I love the soundtrack, I love the characters, I love Yang because she makes puns and is awesome. Also, she has cool boobs. Just kidding. Not really, but yeah. I love just everyone so much, and this whole show is for free on YouTube. If you haven't checked it out yet, why are you wasting your life not doing that? Well, I guess watching a show and clearly overreacting over it is kind of a waste of a life. Shut up. This is my life. I don't know, it's one of my favorite shows recently. I mean, since Gravity Falls ended, I haven't fallen in love with a character as much as I have in this show. And like I said, I know it's flawed. Like, the first volume, if you survive that, and maybe the second, it kinda drags, it's kinda stupid at times, and it's not what you want. But then volume 3 hits in, and that sounds like a lot you have to endure, but it's really cool. The current volume, I actually expected a little bit more. Going in, I was like, ooh, yes, hype, so much cool stuff, like Yang finally meeting her mother, and whoa, that fight scene with the bandits, it was great. I loved it so much. But then there was a lot of exposition, and I'm not so happy with this volume so far, because it's too much exposition and not the right one. Like, RWBY going up to Ozpin and QROW and like, do you have any questions? I could ask about the whole Silver Eyes thing everyone keeps to mention all the freaking time, or other stuff, but no, let's talk about the real important stuff. The cane. Yeah, it is important, but Silver Eyes, Summer Rose, anyone want to talk about that? No? Okay, well, I've been ranting for a while now, and I see that my time is starting to end. Like, we're almost all done. So yeah, I love this show so much. RWBY doesn't ask the right questions. I'm angry with that. I love Yang, I love QROW, I love barely every character. I love even the villains. Adam Torres, I know everyone hates him, but I like him. I don't know why, leave me alone. I really like Raven. And yeah, everything's great, so yeah, that's it. And oh yeah, I guess we're almost done. There's the picture fading out, being awesome and all, and zooming way too much, and I should have edited that. And yeah, okay. Well, I guess that's it. Hope you have a nice day. Check out the links in the description if you want to see the full picture, and yeah, toodles.